What you guys accomplish in camp, and what's maybe the one or two things you really got to take care of in the next 10 days?
One thing we accomplished in camp is just being on the same page, getting to know what the other person is thinking. And to me, I feel like over the next 10 days, we just got to work on getting the game plan down and just dominating when we get out there.
Looks like the look has changed a little bit with Archie in their right tackle now and shifting some guys around. How do you like the way it looks right now?
It looks good right now. We just got to make sure we stay consistent with what we do. Keep improving every single day.
I know Coach Huff said we're going to play the best 5 guys regardless. I mean, obviously he's shown that by switching things around, huh?
Yeah, he has, and it's just a matter of who shows up to work every single day and making sure we put the best product on the field.
With Archie, we've heard a lot about him, and obviously he played some, last year coming in. What have we seen from Archie and him taking over that spot at right tackle?
He's good at handling pass rush. That's one thing he's done a lot better job at, and he's also been improving on his run game a lot.
Hurst talked the other day about kind of making the quarterback decision and now start to kind of hone in on the top 11 and let them work together. How important is that as you guys get ready to play, that you kind of have the 11 out there together?
But trying to get the 11 out there just helps us all be on the same page, get good at being a unit, and make sure we just do things right together.
The roster has you at 309 pounds. Is that accurate, and how has that helped your ability to block?
Well, since camp's been over, we've had a little bit more days, so I've gained a little bit more weight since then. But it hasn't been too much of a change. Something that I was working on all summer.
What have you seen out of your group now? Now that fall camp's done, you're really kind of getting into the season itself. And what did you guys maybe accomplish during camp that you wanted to see?
One thing was just to be on the same page, and right now we're just working on closing in on the details that we have for each opponent that we go into from now on.
Anyone really kind of step up that you were impressed by here in camp?
I feel like we all got better this camp, and some guys they didn't play like Archie Lewis and stepped up a lot, and he's constantly gotten better since last year.
You said in Vegas that felt like the second half of last season you guys kind of figured out what you're doing a little bit more on the offensive line and handled business better. Did that carry over, or you have to kind of rebuild that again coming into this season?
I mean, with some of the changes we made, it's been a little bit of a transition here and there, but at the end, I feel like we're doing a pretty good job so far compared to last year.
What about you personally going into this season? And I know you battled some injuries and stuff. Your senior year, wanting to get out there, obviously. What's kind of your thoughts going into your final season?
I haven't really thought too much about it. We've been pretty busy so far with everything that we got going, but I'm just trying to enjoy it and make sure I do the best I can for my team.
How are you? I know you've gone through some injuries and things during your time. How are you feeling at this point?
I feel pretty healthy. Like everything feels good. It's just, we're all tired just because we just came through camp, but besides that, I feel pretty good.
Regardless of the opponent, how ready are you for this first game? Does it get old going against your teammates practice after practice?
That part does get old, but in terms of being ready for the game, you get the butterflies and different things that happen once the game begins, but so far we're just going to try to make sure we do the best we can and be prepared when we step on the field.
First time that any of you guys have played a first game at home. What's that going to feel like, you think, to get to start the season in front of your fans?
To me, that's going to be just really exciting, just because it's nice just not to travel for the first opener every single time. And to me, the past few years, we've all traveled pretty far, so it'll be nice to just stay in town for this one.
When I talked to you earlier this year, you were talking about how Grant's scrambling ability made it a little bit different for you guys and how you block or stay on blocks or whatnot. How is Ryan Finley a little different from Grant in those regards?
Finley does a really good job getting the ball out. He scrambles when he needs to, but so far it's a little bit more just throwing with him. But he does a really good job with everything he does.
He's excited at this point in time in fall camp when you do kind of look around, and I know you guys are still competing for spots, but it's a little more settled down.
It's just nice to kind of have a break and go to classes and come back and shift gears here and there. I really enjoyed that so far in the past few days, so hopefully we just keep getting better as the days go by.
You said it was nice to go to class.
It's a nice little refresher instead of just doing football all day. It kind of weighs you down after a while.
With what you guys have back on the offense and defensive lines, is there a sense that the trenches are going to kind of be the key for this team this year?
With that, it's something that we really got to make sure we do our best on both sides of the ball. And with that, it's going to basically be won or lost depending on how we play.
What would you take away from the scrimmage that you guys had, and what did you think about you guys running the ball that night?
That night, I thought we ran the ball really well when we needed to, but the emphasis on that was really just working on the quarterback's mechanic and make sure they were doing things a lot better.
You mentioned Finley, but what's the excitement level like for you guys to that you guys have a set quarterback and to get him out there and what you've seen and what he'll maybe bring out there?
With him, I'm just excited to see him grow and keep getting better as he has so far. And hopefully that we just keep on improving every single week as a unit, get on the same page and start clicking, and then just go from there.
With the running game, obviously Jay last year was pretty much the guy every time. Now you might have 2, 3, 4 guys back there at different times. Does that change anything for the line? Do you have to block differently or do things differently depending on who's back there?
I mean, the best we can do is, with us not changing as much, is make sure that they understand how we're going to block for them, and them get on the same page as us, and then we're just going to go from there.
Do you see those guys all bringing something maybe different to the table, or and that's maybe how they're going to be utilized, or how you think the backs might be utilized?
I mean, they're all unique in how they run, but overall, I feel like they'll bring about the same level of production to the table.
We've been talking about this first game for however long with the whole offseason. Are you ready for it to be over, or are you guys kind of fast? Do you want to talk about this program nationally?
I'm just ready to get going with the season and start playing soon. I'm just getting a little tired of hitting your own players over and over.
So you've looked at Washington a little bit. What do you stands out about the kind of the matchup you got up front in this game?
They play aggressive. They play really well as a team, and they do a lot of different things to try to get you off balance. But so far, I know they're going to come out and they'll compete really hard.
What's that first game always like watching film? Because so many of their guys are gone, and you don't really know exactly what you're going to get. What's that like? You go into a first game as far as trying to scout an opponent.
Well, we know they had a standard last year, and with their best players going to the NFL, one thing we'll know that the best they play is probably what they're going to try to emulate and try to bring out this season.
For you guys have had a chance to get to know Kelsey Young a little bit. How's he gone through fall camp so far? We get to catch up with him again tomorrow, but how's he doing over in fall camp?
To me, Kelsey's a different kind of guy, but he's done a really good job with everything he does. He fit in really well. He works really hard, and he tries to do the best he can every single day.
What do you mean by different kind of guy? I guess.
You can tell like he's an older, mature guy compared to what we typically have in the locker room right now, and I like the way he approaches every single day.